Hello and welcome back to the cabin. We're doing a feast of India. A peaceful greeting would be maybe in Urdu, Assalamu alaikum, or you could say a very peaceful greeting in India is also Namaste. So different ways of saying hello around the world. We've got some curried chicken boiling away here and all kinds of spices. We've got some nice basmati that we soaked and rinsed, and it's coming along nice. Now here's something. I don't have the time or the ability to cook all these fancy meals, but we've learned to get them in these packages, and you can heat them right in the packages. So this one is a vegetable tikka masala, and you'll get a better look at it when we put it on the rice. And I put that in a pot of hot water. We've got Madras lentils. That's red beans and spices in a creamy tomato sauce. Very nice. We're going to put that in a pot. It's simmering hot water. And then, of course, one of my favorites with the chickpeas is the chana masala. So we put those three in a pot, and it's just in a simmering on hot water, and it's going to heat all of those up. Now we've got a pan with a little bit of oil, and we're going to add some onions and tomatoes in a minute. And I wanted to show you some of the spice. Of course, a little bit of coriander going in there. I've been just layering and layering the spices. So this is going to be a real nice treat. Now, I did clean out my spice cupboard today. I did a video earlier. If you haven't watched it, maybe I'll link it to this video at the end. Now, something that they like to do is add peas to the rice. So let's add that and give it a light fold. Now, I've tried using canned peas, and they tend to kind of fall apart. So it's usually frozen. You see how that just adds that little bit of color. I hope someone in India is appreciating that I'm trying to imitate how they cook. We spent many years with people of India as our neighbors throughout our village, so we've grown to love the food. And of course, turmeric. And the medicinal properties of turmeric are endless. This is comes from a culture many thousands of years old, and they have constantly used this in all types of ways. Nowadays you can get it in capsules and give it to your dog because it's good for inflammation in humans and dogs, for arthritis and things like that. So very good herb. And we've used the kasuri menthi many times. We're going to sprinkle that on at the end. We've got some garlic there, of course, some garam masala. It's in the box. It's already gone in. And our beautiful bay leaves that we're going to add to this frying pan. Look at the size of them. Excuse me. When we get to, I must be hungry. I'm hiccuping already. And when we get to the onions part, we're going to add those bay leaves, and we're going to, I actually like to rinse my knife when I'm cutting onions. It stops me from onion crying. All right, so we'll do some, I guess, half rings of onions, not too small. We don't want it to disappear in the pan. And we'll get those frying up with a bit of garlic, and then we'll add the tomatoes. All right, I think that'll do. I hope you like this music. I made it today on a music program. Turn that up. I just love it. I have CDs of their music, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'll just use the ones I've made. All right, so our garam masala, the menthe, and the tomatoes. So we might as well wash that lid and get that tomato going. And it's juice and all, and it'll cook down. All right, very good. Give my opener a rinse. It's a habit. I always rinse the opener. It keeps it clean. All right, let's make sure we don't put any little pieces of paper from the side of the can in there. All right, so I'm going to turn the rice right down to low. It's really close to being ready, and I'm not ready yet. So onions, garlic, tomatoes. Probably can't see that from there. I was too lazy to set up a second camera. I apologize. It's a lot of editing as well. All right, and we've got some garlic that will go in. It's just diced garlic. Actually, I'm going to give it another minute or two. I don't want this garlic to burn. Yeah, we'll give this another minute. In the meantime, these bags of food are starting to really heat up. I'm going to turn those down. And pretty soon I'm going to cut the tops off and put spoons in there so I can give it a stir. I love easy meals like that where you can just put it in hot water. It's a kind of thing you could take anywhere. They're pre-done. Meals normally in an Indian household are quite intricate. Sometimes taking all day just to do one dish. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar, you say? What's that about? Well, a lot of these spices will carry a bitterness, so you don't want that. Now let's get this. Oh, that smells good. Those bay leaves in there. Yeah, it's starting to fall away from the bone. That's what you want. Keep that simmering. I'm going to throw these bay leaves in with the onions and get me another spoon. This one's already yellow from the last time I used turmeric. And here's a little thing. I won't use a white dishcloth around turmeric and a lot of these spices because it stains them. So I always make sure I bring out one of my darker cloths, and then it doesn't matter. Oh, that's wonderful. Get that bay leaf in there. All right, I think we can add the garlic now, and I'm going to add a teaspoon. Now that's a fair bit. It's that kind of a recipe. I normally say don't get carried away with the garlic because you don't want it to overpower, but in this recipe you need a fair bit of garlic. Now I'm just washing up my knife, so it's best just to wash them up. I call it respecting the knife. Wash it right away, dry it, and put it away. Dating. Alright, so chicken is coming so nicely. We've got all the spices on there. We've got curry. Well, curry is a mix of spice in itself. Garam masala. We've got some cumin in there. We've got some fennel in there. Actually, I should put some fennel seeds. Let's go with some fennel seeds. Probably, oh, let's say a good teaspoon. Let's get that going. All these beautiful flavors, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of cinnamon, and of course, some garam masala. I think I covered it all. And of course, turmeric and coriander and bay leaves. So we've got a really nice supply there, and everything has been organized, clean today. I'll add that video at the end. All right, so I think it's time to add the tomatoes to the onions. Give that a mix. Give that a mix. Now we're gonna let that simmer for a few minutes and let those juices get going with the bay leaf and the garlic. And then we're gonna come back and plate up and give it a really nice taste test. Going to be delicious. One thing that we're going to do when the tomatoes and onions are ready, they're going to be added to the chicken pot, and everything is going to simmer together. And when it's done, we're going to do up a plate that has multiple stacks of rice, and then everything will get a little bit of everything on the rice. So stay tuned, and we will be right back with the taste test. Curry chicken, rice, and some side dishes. And we're back. I see this is boiling really nice. And there's the timer, just in time. I'm going to take the naan out of the oven. Oh, it smells delicious. Let's shut those burners all off. All of them can go off. So what we ended up with, some beautiful basmati rice with some peas. Let me get another spoon. All my spoons. Oh, here it is. Okay. So we ended up with some really nice basmati rice, as you can see. Whoops, I'm throwing it around. And we've got these packages. Now I'm going to cut them open, and you'll get to see inside. And you put it on the rice. The only one that I couldn't get was the spinach one I usually get. I like that one. Oh yeah, that's very nice. And like I said, these are, kind of dish that a lady in her household and her mother and so on would make. Some of them would take almost all day. These are intricate recipes. So I'm going to put 4 piles or 4 spoonfuls of rice. Oh, that's nice rice. Nice rice. Okay. And I don't know how you do it. This is how we do it. You do it however you like. And I'm going to reuse this spoon with the chicken. That looks pretty good. And then we've got our veggies. Okay, so this is our chicken. And it's almost pretty well cooked off the bone. So there's a piece of chicken there. Let's put that right there. Now the other part of that chicken should be here. And it is. Oh, we need a space or a bigger plate. All right. And on top of one of these, we'll put some of this onion tomato sauce. Excellent. Oh, those bay leaves. So nice. So there's the chicken. Almost can't see it, but it is there. Now let's put on the veg. Now this is chana masala, like this one. It's chickpeas, and it's like a gravy. Most of these have a gravy. Oh, so good. Palak paneer, that's the one with the spinach that I couldn't get it. They didn't have it, and that's my favorite. And it's got little cubes of cheese and yogurt. Oh, where are we? We're over here now. Not there. So yeah, that's a plate full. You feel free to share that. Okay, that's still bubbling. And then we've got hot naan. Well, look at that plate. Now that's a good looking plate, isn't it? Oh man. There's no way on earth I could eat this whole. Now I'm just going to use a fork with some bread. Oh, that is nice. So let's just take a piece of bread and we'll give a couple of tastes. Let's start with the chana masala. I really like the chickpeas and gravy. Give that a taste. Happy food, India. Oh. Delicious. So good. Now the next one is the Madras lentils. Put some of that with a bit of rice. Now normally this would just be eaten with your hands and bread, but here we are. It is red beans. I like red beans, so I didn't mind that at all. That is also delicious. My granddaughter, she likes it when I say delicious. Okay. And this one. Yeah, what is this one? Vegetable tikka masala. Oh my goodness, that is so good. Also delicious. Very good. All right, now it's time to try the chicken and tomatoes, garlic, onions, and all those spices. So this one, I think I'll just take a bite right off of the chicken, no bread. Very nice, moist. I gotta have a little more of that. Now, I'm sure somewhere there's a person from India going, what is that? I just did my best, okay? Yeah, curry chicken. Mmm. That is so delicious. And I'm just loving this music. What a great day. Good food, good music, good company. We're going to have a really nice meal together. And you can't go wrong with some global cuisine. Something that's good for you and delicious and fun to make. So join us again here at the little kitchen at the cabin. We had curried chicken and chana masala, madras lentils, and vegetable tikka masala. Now, you could put a little kasuri menthi and just sort of sprinkle that around. It's kind of like how we put parsley on things. So try new things and try new spices, try new foods. Okay, which one next? Let's try this one again. Oh, such a good meal. I should be calling the family for dinner. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you to all my subscribers and viewers. You are what is making this little channel grow, and I appreciate it. Our team appreciates it here at the cabin. We're just regular people just trying to make our way in the YouTube world. And we've made lots of good friends on YouTube. Shout out to my buddy Patsy down south. I just love her videos on Life Unscripted. And join us again here soon at the little cabin. And until then, as always, be kind to each other and be kind to nature. And go out safely into nature as often as you can. Except after dark and alone. Some people that don't know I live in the bush probably think, what is she talking about? Oh, let's have a little more of this delicious meal. Mmm. Mmm. So good. Mmm. There's no way I can eat all this. All right, family, dinner's ready.